Hey guys, it's 258. Welcome back to another reading. I'm a little bit fucking annoyed. I shouldn't really swear in the first beginning of this because I get demonetized, but whatever. I am annoyed because I can't find my car keys, and I'm just freaking out because of that right now. So I'm going to try to do this real quick. I might be speed reading. I don't really care. It's a 12-minute fix, so let me just, go ham if I need to because I'm freaking annoyed. I don't know where my keys are, my my car keys, and I'm just like, bro, there's no other place I could put them. And I'm like, they're either on my dresser, on the table behind me, or on my computer desk, or in my bed. And right now, my bed is a mess because I'm too lazy and I just throw clothes on it. So right now, I'm just like, ah! This is a terrible start to the New Year's Eve day. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have a happy New Year. We're doing that nonsense. Anyways, let's just hop right into it. This is another macro story, but with Pinkie. And we still, I don't know why, but the beginning of like my oldest added readings from fanfiction are all Spike related. I'm not sure why, but let's just hop right into it. Actually, I'm not sure if the next one is, because the next one is Alone with Spitfire. Also, I'm not sure if that's also another micro thing. But let's just hop right into it, Anyways, a good luck charm in her running shoes. Let's hop right into it. To jog or not to jog? I don't get it, Pinkie. What's got your brain turned into mesh, Spiky? I don't get it, Pinkie. What's got your brain turned into mesh, Spiky? You sigh. So you think you're starting to get on some pounds, and that causes you to start running every morning. Personally, girls with some meat on their bones are more my speed, but you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense at least. You see, Pinkie. Blink. Her face is utterly massive compared to your diminutive form, which is pinched between her index finger and thumb, held just a few inches away from her enormous face. Though at your size, her face is miles away. Her pink lids slip over her blue eyes, such a simple action jolting your heart. You start running daily, but it doesn't work out too well. You rest your arms on her fingers, your legs dangling below. It's crazy to think that if her fingers slip even an inch, that you would fall to your death. Your claws dig into her finger. You run past me a few times. I cheer you on, and you rub a bit better. I cheer you on more and more whenever I can, and now you're a better runner because of it. You shrug your shoulders as a warmth rushes over you. That makes me happy to hear, to be honest with you. And you being happy makes me happy, Pinkie says. You see a giant glint flash in her eyes. Besides, any mare would run better if they had the Drakey they like cheering them on. About that, you say, shifting against her fingers. Her gaze upon your form is intense. Her eyes shimmering in excitement at just the prospect of you. It's also overwhelming that you're surprised you haven't passed out. You raise a claw and cough into it before using it to rub the back of your neck. I'm glad you asked me out, and I'm unsure if I had the guts to do it myself. You swallow. When you said when you said out, when you said out, when you said out, first date should be a jogging session. I thought it was a cute throwback, but then you shrunk me down, and here we are. Also, she literally asked you out like a few minutes ago, Spike. Okay, that's kind of sus in my book. Go to rest is some of the exposition dump, but you fed it down. That's because we should be close as possible on our first date, Pinkie says, her voice still sweet on your ears. Even at this size, you can't bring yourself to be mad at the excitement. Problems still come when I run, but if I have you cheering me on from inside my shoes, then I should be able to make it all across Equestria. I'm pretty sure those are muffled cheers, and it's not gonna work in my book. Logically. You groan as your head tilts left. Can you please not do that for the sake of my life, or better yet, at all? But I'm so close to making it around Ponyville without having to pause, Pinkie says, her eyelids lowering and lips queering. If you're in my shoe, then I'm sure I can do it. Will you please do this for your mare friend, Spike? She's got you. The pink mare has you. There's no escape from your sweetness. From her sweetness. From the excitement in her voice to the glint in her eyes, Pinkie's attractiveness is derived from how explosive her personality is, something that you feel lacking in. And maybe, just maybe, if you help her out, she can show you her ways. Your head falls in defeat. Alright, Pinkie, I'll do it. You look up, meeting her gaze of her two large eyes. Just promise me you'll be gentle, okay? Alright. Pinkie cheers and wind hurls around her as she strikes her hands into the air. You scream, but her cries of joy are louder. A few seconds pass. The floor of the pastry shop vistas below. You cling your arms and your legs to her thumb. Pinkie! You cry, digging your claws into the pink flesh, trying not to break past the surface. Don't kill me before you even get a chance to try me out. Pinkie stops shaking, her eyes gazing upwards. She sees you and you wave back. Happy? She nods, bringing you down to her face, holding you between the bridge of her nose. More than you can know, my heart is beating really fast. Listen, Pinkie presses her thumb into her right boob, and you feel yourself overcome with her fat. What? Why I was so spaced out for that. Your body sinks into the boob, feeling the flesh develop you as the pressure on your back grows stronger. You sigh, indulging in the sensation, wishing for the gods above that there wasn't a running jacket in the way of you and paradise. You could hear the blood pumping into her ear. You hear the blood pumping into her here. What? Fucking typos, man. You can feel the blood pumping through your cock. Your hips begin to grind against the squishiness, feeling nice as your cock sinks a bit into the flesh as well. You go to thrust your hips harder, but cry as Pinkie's thumb raises you once more. This is exciting, Spike. Pinkie says, staring at your body lashed onto her thumb. You hope she couldn't nor feel your cock rubbing against the appendage. If this goes over liquidy split, then maybe we could try you in my bra next. You blink boobs. You blink boobs. Pinkie's enormous rack, her tits pressed into you, jiggling boobs all around. Had you died and found this mare to be your angel? Oh, for the love of all that is related to boobs, you yell, put me in your shoe. Pinkie giggles, bringing her thumb to her lips. Your back is facing her and looking over your shoulder, present only a wall of pink fur, not that you mind the sight. Well, since you asked so nicely, my god, this fic has so many typos, dude. Pinkie says, and a moment later, you feel her plush lips envelop all of your back. You moan at the contact of your body being trapped in between the pair of lips. Knowing with just one, your body would be torn off your thumb, and nobody in all the world would know where you had gone, all except for the mirror that ate you. Sighing, you cast away the thought, kissing back the giant lips, giving them a nip just in case she couldn't feel you. Pinkie moans. If floating around your body, she feels you, alright. Then the thumb pulls you away. You cry, wanting nothing more than to hump Pinkie's lips till your dick explodes and gently fall asleep in between them. You can think of a more comfortable bed. Hope you're ready, tiny Spiky, Pinkie whispers, lowering you as she bends forward, trapped in my shoe with my big pretty feet, jostled with every step I take, hearing my every footstep, everyone I pass by, unaware of the miniature dragon in my shoe. She licks her lips, and the rim of a shoe flies above you. I have a question. How the fuck did Spike got shrunk down by Pinkie Pie in Earthmare? How? Like, I know she's strong, but no, she don't got magic unless she got a potion from Twilight. Or Sakura, for that matter. The fingers let you go. You fall, landing in the padding of Pinkie's shoe. You rub your head, looking at the confines of the runner, of the stale air and murky darkness, the tunnel becoming tighter the further it went down. You look up and then you gulp. You first see two towering legs stretching up to unbelievable heights, covered by black and white track pants. Your gaze travels upwards, past the exposed tummy to where the short track jacket begins, hiding the two massive assets that you enjoyed most on your merry friend. Finally, you reach Pinkie's face. It feels like it's in outer space by the sheer distance between you, and yet you can see her predatory grin quite clear. I just realized, is this Spike's first date with Pinkie? Because this is a terrible first date. You know, Spike, the sight of tiny you stuck in my shoe is driving me all sorts of crazy. Her pink fingers glide down her tummy, slipping past the waistband of her pants, rubbing the place where you would much rather be stuck in. The crazy that stallions and dragons like very much, get me? You nod your head, wondering if your giant eyes could even see such a minuscule movement. Do your best to struggle against my foot, Pinkie says, rubbing her pussy faster, raising the front of her foot to the opening her the shoe. Her toes latch onto its rim, and you begin to walk backward, and I'll do my best to make you just as happy later on, deal? You didn't have time to respond as the rest of the foot enters the darkness. You turn and begin to run, feeling the foot touch against your tail, speeding up whenever you do, so Pinkie's teasing you that she could have just put her foot in and it would have been the end of the game. Exerting power over your tiny form is getting her off. You're not sure how to feel about this, but you definitely feel your chest collide with the front of the shoe, your body having to slouch to make it this far. You gulp, turn around, and see the giant foot still and almost in. It wiggles. It sounds like it knows you're there. Well, it should know you're there. It should know you're there. Pinkie put you in there. It's like, of course she knows you're in there, dude. You know you're screwed. Stay like this, and Pinkie's foot is going slamming, keeping you locked at the front. But if you made a break for it, maybe you could get over her foot. Perhaps you could find a safe place to be in this strange situation. You risk it for the biscuit. You begin to run forward, with a already big foot growing in size as you do so, and you can't help but notice how soft Pinkie's foot looks. The nails cut to perfection, a layer of pink covering her soles, and the whole foot seems smooth and clean as a whole. You don't question the strange attraction. The foot flies sword at you. You try to jump over it, only to bang your head on the ceiling of the shoe. The foot comes racing under you, catching your body as you roll across it. Trapped as the whole foot is in the shoe now, you try to crawl forward and make a fine space, feeling the fur of your foot rubbing against your underbelly, trying to get to the distant pink ankle. We're all in. A distant voice giggles, and you hear something rapping above you. Just gotta tie my shoes and then hitting the road. You crawl faster because of the news, but something ties above, and the interior of the shoe becomes tighter to accommodate the foot inside. You cry, your entire body sprawled over the foot, your tail being played with the toes behind it. It's too tight to even move, and you give up all hope and just hug the foot for all that you're worth. Now we're ready, Pinkie says. The shoe rises, making a pit in your stomach as you clutch tighter to the fur. Yeah, you feel your confidence swing as your owner rolls her ankle. Record time. Here we come. The shoe slams against the floor. The sound loud in your ears. You do your best to plug them, but everything is just so tight in this space, and the shoe races once more, making you feel hollow in the air. As they slam down once again, this is repeated over and over until you hear the click of a door opening. Morning sun, here I come, Pinkie says. Are you ready as I am, Spike? The end. No, this got me thinking. Is there any microfics with is just one of the girls, one of the main six, or even like one of the new Sunset Starlight just being shrunk and just being used as a toy for the guy? Like, come on, I want equality out here. Like with before this one with Rarity and Spike, I would have wanted Rarity to shrink her down after that, and just Spike using her for balance. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm pissed. I'm trying to find my car keys. Hopefully, I'll do that soon. Hopefully that works out at the end. Anyways, this is gonna be a quick little edit reading. I'm not really gonna edit too much of it. So anyways, let's not hop anywhere. Anyways, guys, see you in the next one. Goodbye.
I'm so broken here, yeah, I'm an outcast. No, I never fit in, but I outlast all these money pop fiends with the color pop dreams. Rather come up on my own, cause they out fast, yeah, I'm an outcast.